Good morning, everybody, and welcome. So in today's video, we're going to talk about water, specifically water here in the Texas Hill Country. Well, as I was doing my research, I really tripped over a lot of information that I did not have a clue what was going on. Did you know we have a data center? A little trickiness going on right there. And the trickiness is that it's directly behind Comal County, but it butts up to Comal County, and it's technically in Hays County. And it's a little bit and it's more in Guadalupe County than it is in Hays County. Didn't know that, I bet. And did you know that Hays County said, absolutely not, we're not doing that. And 57 days later, they said, oh, no problem, because of money. I'm just guessing, and that's total speculation on my part. So what happened is that back in February 2025, Hays County said, we don't have any water. No, we're not doing that. Farmers say they don't have any water, wells are drying up. We're not doing that. Well, 57 days later, they did that. And it was only one person's vote. So it went from 3-2 no to 2-3 yes. And guess what? The data center got a $500 million debatement. So they'll be spreading out. They get tax breaks for the next 10 years and it decreases, but still. But then the Navarro School District, no. They still get to tax them at full rate, which is, a lot of money to them. Now, it's already started and it's supposed to be done by Q4. Where are they going to get all this water? Where are they going to get the electricity? Oh no, here comes the governor. The governor said, nope, you will not be taxing ERCOT. You will not be raising the prices of electricity for our Texas citizens. We're not having it. Well, they said, oh, don't worry. I got you covered. We are going to be building our data center for, guess what? Off grid. Oh, that sounds great, you say. Nope. They're going to be using natural gas. Well, I'm like, well, dang, does that mean my natural gas bill is going to go up along with my, Texas Gold, AKA water? And they're just like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm worried. But here's another thing. Guess what? That data center is only 9 miles away from the master plan community called Mayfair. Well, Mayfair is this 1,900-acre master plan community. It's going to have shops and restaurants, and it's going to have local services, and it has a community and schools, and it even has Costco, for heaven's sakes. Oh my goodness, does that mean we're going to hear a nice little humming in the background every time we go to the grocery store, every time we want to go eat dinner over there? And what does that do for us? Yeah, so this water thing got really interesting really quickly. Now, let's bring in the Texas Agriculture Commission, Sid Miller. We like Sid Miller. Sid Miller's been sounding the alarm for years that we're running out of water. He says a farm a week is going out of business because they don't have the water. Now, he put together a plan and he did the research for several years. Now, that research was, we're running out of water. We've got to figure out what we're going to do. How are we going to make it work? Well, he came up with a plan, $174 billion. The governor came running in. He said, here's $20 billion. Well, we're a little short. We still need 150 more billion with the B. All of that is with the B. Well, now, Sid Miller is really very interesting because he puts his stuff on Facebook. So you can find him on Facebook and he's telling you what he's doing. So he wants you to follow along. Well, I followed along immediately because I'm like, what do you mean we need $174 billion? What does this look like? Well, this is what he said this last week. Guess what? All of that money this plan that he's been working on with all of the smartest people in the state of Texas, and he's been talking to Texas A&M and all the scientists and the research. He said we didn't factor in data centers. He goes, because guess what? Last year we only had 20. Guess what? This year we have 340. What? 340, and one is in our backyard. Oh my goodness. So he said we have to send that plan back, factor in the data centers and all of their water. What's crazy is that those things can use 24,000 gallons in a day, if not more. So I'm like, what? Where's this water going to come from? I can't even water my plants. I can't even water my native grass. And all of my stuff is drought tolerant. And I have rain barrels. And I'm out here with buckets watering my flowers. And some of my neighbors, they save their shower water so they can water their flowers. You got to be kidding me. Where's that going to come from? Well, guess what? Nobody really knows, but the data centers are coming. Well, guess what? Hays County turned around and said, no, you can't build here. We're not having it. You're done. Well, Data center said, no, you can't tell me what to do. So they filed a lawsuit against Hayes County, and we'll see what our local attorney general has to say about that. So this is all very interesting, and all of this is about water. Well, we've got the Edwards Aquifer that has been really taking care of the water here locally for a really long time. They're very conservative. They want to make sure that we're doing okay. We have master plan communities that are trying to get built up here in the Texas Hill Country, like Lennar up in Spring Branch by Canyon Lake. Now, Canyon Lake last year was down way below 50%. We had a great spring, so we got some great water. Now we're up to 61%. What are they doing? We're only at 61%. We already have too many communities. So we'll see what happens with that, but they're building, but where's that water gonna go? All of that, is it gonna be recycled? What are they doing? We do not have the infrastructure, but then what's most important is that we don't wanna ruin our trees and our native land, and we don't want to have these chemicals put back into the earth. All very messy, all very important. So we've got a community like New Braunfels who just elected a new mayor, and he's just like, no, we're going to slow our growth down from 30%. We're going to 4%. Well, let's see if that can really happen, because the mayor has a lot of power, but guess what? There's only some things that you can and cannot do. I'm pretty sure we're all going to get sued by some of these builders as that happens. So, that's very interesting. The data center, very interesting. Where's that going to come from? The Texas Agricultural Commission, Sid Miller, he sounded the alarm and we need some more money. That data center, yeah, they're going off market, but is it really off grid? We'll see, because now it's propane. So now is my propane bill going to go up? You just took it off the electricity company and moved it over to the natural gas division. How much natural gas do we have? Can we all survive? All of this is very interesting. Where's the water? So some of the things that I do here, living here locally, is that we go on water restrictions. Right now we're on water restriction level 2, but pretty soon I'll go up to level 4, and it's gotten to where no water in your grass. Well, I don't water my grass at all anyway. I don't. If it doesn't live, it doesn't live. So when I tell people when we do build under lot, I say, do not put down Bermuda grass, do not put down the other grasses. Leave it local, only clear 10 feet around your house and let the native grass grow, because guess what? It's used to living in droughts. It's not the first drought, it's not gonna be the last drought, but it's used to it. You can mow your native grass, it's fine. So that's what we do here. Now I've got turf down where I'm at, but everywhere else it's native grass. I'm not mowing nothing. My husband gets out there with the weed whacker if we want a path, and we get down the road. But I also only plant flowers and things that are drought tolerant, that are native to this particular area. I have rain barrels, and we use that, and we're very conservative with our water usage because it's like gold. My water bill in Houston was always $35 to $40. My household level hasn't changed. It's always $100 to $110, sometimes $130. So water is definitely gold up here. We don't have enough of it. Sid's sounding the alarm, so we need to do some different things for sure. So you guys, I think this is an area where we need to pick it up. You need to pay attention to what's going on over in Hayes County. You need to pay attention to what's going over in Guadalupe County. There's some Hong Kong fooey in Guadalupe County, if you ask me. It sounded like they wanted the money more than they wanted to say, we don't have any water. That's what they wanted. That's just me and my personal opinion, but where there's smoke, there's fire, if you ask me. So pay attention, follow along. Let's see what the governor says. Let's see what the commissioners say, and let's see what these mayors are going to be able to do. Check back in 6 months. I'll be watching it. I'll be doing little shorts on it so you can see what's going on. But water is a commodity that we don't have much of, and I'm grateful for the rain this year. All right, everybody, I hope to see you around town. I hope this information was informational, and definitely dig into it on your own. I was very surprised at what I was able to learn this week, and shocked, completely shocked. All right, follow along, everybody, and as always, I hope to see you around town.